everyone, today another finished object, a pair of socks that I'm adding into my knitting journal. These socks you probably have seen if you watched this video, this vlog, because I knitted one sock in one day, and then on another day we went for, I think we went to County Waterford to hike or go up the highest peak of County Waterford, and under that video I received loads of comments because I'd asked you how many counties or provinces or whatever you call it in country you have, and I'm just shocked because I'm sure I haven't checked that information, but someone said that the United States has 50 states, but 3,142 I think provinces or divisions, or 3,100 for sure, something extra. So that's a lot, and some of you have definitely more than Ireland has. Ireland has counties, and Ireland has 32 counties, including Ireland and Northern Ireland all together. So I've asked Seb, and just to in regards to that, we still have 8 peaks to conquer, although there are some peaks in Ireland that classified for both counties, so just saying that. Yeah, anyway, if you have any questions in regards to that, I would say go and check that blog. I'm going to put down below and maybe at the end of this video. Also, what else I'm going to put at the end of this video, and one of those 2 videos, is how to knit one at a time socks. Basically, this is the pattern. Follow it through with you, and there's also a copy so you can grab it under that video. In the description box you have a link to the pattern. It's a free pattern, and basically you knit toe up. Basically you knit toe up and insert the heel. Okay, let me show you. So quickly to tell you, this is yarn. Maybe not so quickly. This is yarn I got as a gift. I think, if I recall it right, Diane sent it to me, and I think it was a birthday present. I think, I'm not sure. She sent me so much. But this is quite an interesting yarn, and it's Artfil hand painted yarn. That's the company. The name of the yarn is, I think, Cocktail, and then it's Rainbow. We have 80% merino, 20% nylon, and we have in the 50 grams, because I got them, maybe on the screen I may have a photo because I did cake party, and in the knitting terms, cake party is not baking a cake. It's basically making this cane into a cake or a ball. But I have yarn winder, I think that's the word, from Knit Pro, the wooden one. Now I had previously Knit Pro from a plastic one. I think it survived 4 years and it broke. I got a metal one, not sure, I don't remember the brand, but it didn't work the way I wanted to. I gifted it to a friend, but I think what I was doing wrong is there was just one way of winding up, and I was doing reverse or something, I don't know, anyway, but yeah, so far so good. I think it works, but I still love my wooden Knit Pro one, so that's that. So I got 2 skeins, so that's why we will have information only for 50 grams, so you need to multiply by 2 if you want to have references to 100 grams. So we have 177 meters, 194 yards. So check the screen now. This is the label. The brand is over here on the bottom, Artfil. I think the Cocktail is kind of maybe the blend, and then the rainbow is the color. I'm not sure. So that's that. And on the back you would see all the measurements. So if you multiply by 2, okay, let's try. Okay, we definitely have less than 400 meters, and we have definitely less than 400 yards. So this is a sport weight yarn, and which means that when I see this, I take US size 2, 2.75mm needles. I don't really check the gauge for the socks. If I see fingering, I kind of stick to the same, and so US size 1, 2.25mm. If I see that it's sport weight, so as I said, in a yard it's slightly under 400 yards, in meters it's like slightly under 400 meters, I grab US size 2, which is 2.75mm needles, because you may have questions like that. And then it depends how many stitches I'm going to cast on. So for this sport weight, I'm going into 48 stitches, and in the pattern, this is a free pattern, you have 4 sizes. So even though the pattern is written down with the sports weight, because I have tutorial over here how to knit 2 at a time socks with a fingering weight, and it's basically almost the same idea. I think there is a different increase for the toe that I'm presenting in one of the videos, but I'm kind of sticking now to the 1 at a time. That's why I'm recommending that tutorial. And I'm knitting on circular needles 9 inches, so they're really tiny. I'll show you. I have already, shocking, I have already socks on my needles. I found one more ball for pattern scroll yarn. I thought I knit them all if you follow me. So I have these, and as you can see, I'm just knitting tube. I marked already for the heel. This is bigger one. This is going to be a gift knit. I have 56 stitches over here. It is sport weight too, and I marked it, and I'm just knitting up until I decide that I'm happy with the leg section. So it could be shorter, longer, whichever you want. Once I have a foot, that's basically the main homework I had to do, and I'm just knitting. So the same thing over here, I could go shorter, and normally I do, but I really like this. I really like this yarn and the stripe and the rainbow. I know it's July and normally rainbow is for June, but you know, better late than never, let's say that way. So I really enjoy it. I think this is my first ever rainbow socks pair, so I'm going to keep it. So thank you so much for amazing yarn. I really recommend it. When you get it, it's quite different. I'm thinking it's going to hold longer. I'm recording in front of the window, so that's my natural light. So hopefully you can see the twist on the yarn. So I'm not sure, maybe in the ribbing, I did 1 by 1 and tubular, so you can see to have that easy transition in the ribbing. When you do 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, I did exactly what I followed in the tutorial. The tutorial has chapters, so basically if you go on in the description, you can click on the time and you will be moved there. So I would say if you're interested just to see that part, go there. But now I think YouTube also created those kind of breaks in the video, so it's going to move you there. And my beloved afterthought heel, and I don't know, it wears fine for me. I'm just doing 3 rounds over here, but I can do 4 rounds, depends of the thickness. So for instance, if I have very light fingering, so we say 425 meters, which is 463 yards, I would do maybe 4 rounds, you know, even longer over here, because otherwise when you put, that will stretch a little bit. But you know, socks are, I like to have them tighter. I had a question in regards to my foot. Maybe I'll answer them in the next video with another pair of socks, so I need to double check my foot measurements, and maybe that will get you an idea what I do. I definitely have a negative ease, so basically I'm creating a fabric that is smaller. Like let's say I'm creating a smaller socks because when I put them they kind of stretch and hold my foot after a few wears and tears. Not wear tears, but wears. The yarn, it's, you know, it's bendy or flexible or anything like that. It will stretch a little bit. The good thing in regards to wool blend and a bit of nylon is that it kind of goes back to its own shape, I would say. And if you put it to the very hot water, it kind of even shrinks more. So don't do that. I still have some leftovers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I may keep them for swaps. I haven't done swaps for a while. Let me know that have you done swaps lately. I still have plenty of yarn that I received for swaps or for gifts, and I want to really knit them and show it to you too. So yeah, we shall see how it goes. I said the yarn is slightly different, so maybe now when you see it, do you see it? It has a strange twist, a very, what do you call it? I don't know. But when I saw it, I was like, huh, is it really wool in it? Because it has a strange look. Kind of reminds me something, but I can't put the thought into it. So let me know. And if you see any other, so for instance, now I'm showing you a pattern scroll. Okay, maybe now. I'm not sure, can you see it? But there is a difference. This is pattern croys, and this is Artfil. And it is kind of different, which is strange because I think maybe it twists more, because this one is 75-25 and this is 80-20, so you should have more wool over here. Although here we have a 75 wool and this is, we have 80% merino, and you know, merino comparing to wool, although both are there. So basically, if any beginners are watching me, wool is, we call standard breed sheep, but in here we actually specify the breed of the wool, so that's why we say merino. Merino is softer than a typical wool, so I presume maybe that's why it's twisted more to you know, be more resistant to wear and tear. That's the thing. Overall, it's really beautiful yarn and it's dyed amazingly, and I would recommend you to knit with it. It was a pleasure. So I'm not sure, do I have any more of this? Maybe I don't. So that was something unique. Yay. And I think it's Canadian yarn, so check it out if you're from Canada or USA. Yeah, so check it out. I hope you enjoyed this one, and next one is going to be a pair of socks, and yeah, more about that tomorrow.